Hey, this is Photography Bonsai. Today I'm taking a look at this camera cage for the DJI Osmo Action from PGYTECH. Osmo Action here, and the official cage that it came with. The issue that I had is that it snapped up here. In this case, I wanted to try something else to see how this works. You slide the back off, put the camera in, and you're good to go. Comes with a cold shoe adapter on two sides, and it has a universal GoPro style mount. Let's take a look at it up close. Here you go, this is all plastic. Here's the slide back. If we slide these out, they don't have any type of lock, really, except for a slight little divot in the plastic. Another addition to my cage collection for the Osmo Action. Seems to be a theme. With the Smallrig cage, you can see that it is open to remove the battery while the cage is still on it. Things to consider. This one doesn't do that. However, I wanted a simple cage that would at least hold up for a while and have the standard GoPro mount, because I tend to use my Smallrig cage for this camera with the tripod mount and not the GoPro style mount. Okay, let's slot this camera in, see how it fits. There we go. And then slide this door back in. The fit is good. It's not sliding around, it's not shifting inside the cage. That's the benefit of plastic. You're gonna have to push down on here to open it, which is good. These two little clamps here seem to do a decent job of holding the door in. Let's try this door out. Opens easily, no issues. I have a little adapter I'm gonna try to slide in there and see if it interferes. One of the main benefits of this cage are the two cold shoe mounts, so you can add accessories. It is a friction fit with some rubber in there to add a little bit more grip. And then you have these two additional accessories. For example, you can connect the microphone directly to the cage if you want, or use this little adapter to space it out slightly. This could be useful if you don't want your microphone to show up in the video. Just that little bit might be enough to avoid that from happening, because these are very wide angle cameras in general for action cameras. Here is the adapter that I have. See if it slots in without issue. It does. That is very good. So the specific adapter, which is pretty popular, I don't remember the name of it offhand, but it fits without issue in this cage. So it's nice. If you're into doing like vlogging style stuff, this cage does give you a good amount of options to make it work. So in this case, easy to set up for some type of vlogging situation if you're into that. For example, with this piece, if you want to attach it to a tripod, slot that in, and then we can go upside down. So in situations where you want to quickly switch out to a tripod, flip your camera upside down maybe, or if you want to do vertical video, like that would work. Has enough friction, I don't think it's going to come off, but maybe in time it might loosen. Just keep that in mind. If you want to attach a light to it with a standard cold shoe adapter, a little big for this setup, but it works. They're doing similar things like what I showed with a tripod connected with an adapter, or vertical video situations. Tiny little light, something like that would definitely work a lot better than what I've got on hand. Buttons don't seem to be an issue. You can press them easily. That's good. It is a little more difficult to swipe with this cage on. Just keep that in mind, but it does work. In this case, I like how it fits. The camera does not shift around. The door mechanism is smooth and it locks into place. Overall, it's a nice alternative to the official cage that is also plastic, and it did break on me. So just keep that in mind. You can go for metal options if you really want the most rugged possible thing ever, like that Smallrig one that I have, but this also is a good option. Let's look at the PGYTECH cage for the Osmo Action. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'm Photography Bonsai. Thanks.